It's preparing, and we got it.
And got it.
Setting up our meeting for YouTube. Here we go. All right, and looks like we are live, and we're going to be talking about the forming. Hello.
Hello. All right, let me get, boop, there we go. All right, I'm good.
Gotcha.
I can see, check chat.
Got it. Okay. Hi, everybody. We're live on YouTube. Hello,
Yep.
hello.
Hello.
And we're going to be going live on Instagram as well. So we're simulcasting. And but we're going to be talking about Swage blocks this evening. And Helen is going to be monitoring our YouTube channel. So hi, everybody out there in YouTube land. So if you are subscribed, you will get a notification. If you like, hit the bell and hit like, make sure to hit like and let us know that you're out there and watching. And if you have any questions, let us know. So I'm going to launch our Instagram live, and we'll do both at the same time. Simulcasting. Here we go.
Boom.
All right. Boom. Got it. Okay. Going live to Instagram. Hi. Hello, everybody. It's me, Jennifer, from Little Metal Foxes. And I'm going to do a tooltip tonight. Hello.
Here I go.
And Helen's going to be joining me here in just a second. Where is she? Let's see. There she is. And let's get Helen to join us. Go live with Helen. There she is, live from London. It's Helen Cowart. Here she comes. Yay. Hello, hello. Hi.
Okay.
Hi, Julie. There we go. There she
There
is.
you go.
Hello. And there we go. All right. And I think I've got it all set. Yes. Hello there. So can everybody out in Instagram land hear me? Okay. Give me a sound check. Somebody. Kenzie. Hi. Give me a sound check. And let me know that you guys can hear me okay. Hello. And we're going to be doing a tool tip tonight on forming blocks. I'm going to be doing a workshop this weekend, and I've got all of my forming set up here. So I wanted to share that with you guys and talk to you a little bit about why this is an important class. And hello, Jason Stenhouse. Hello. Yes, great. I'm glad you can hear me. Okay.
Kenzie.
Oh, hi, Kenzie. She was such a big help this week. I'm so excited about that. Thank you. So I did want to talk about this guy, because this guy is the building block of jewelry, kind of literally. And it looks like something out of a sci-fi movie that might be like, put into a key or something. But it is actually a little Swage block. And this thing has a whole bunch of different sides. It has grooves, and it has little V shapes, and it has little square shapes in it. And all of these are for doing different forming, using it to create things like, you can actually use it to create things like tubing and to reshape your round wire into a rectangle wire. What? No. So you don't need a rolling mill for this. And you can even use the triangle shaped slots to hammer your wire in, round wire, and turn it into triangle wire, or turn it into rectangle wire, or turn it into half round wire. So you can actually use this directly just to hammer the wire in and shape it in small bits at a time, sort of hammer it as you go, and turn it into a different form, which a lot of people don't realize. So you don't need a draw plate for it necessarily, or you can use this and get it started through a draw plate a lot more easily without having to use a rolling mill. So yeah, what do you think about that? Yes, one block to rule them all. Hello.
I think that's pretty awesome, actually. I actually have in my shopping wish list Swage block. I'm going to get one soon. I don't have one right now, but there are plans within plans to start learning how to use it. Pretty exciting.
There are, everybody's pretty familiar with like the cube the dapping block, this one,
Yeah.
the giant steel dice. And this is usually used, with dapping punches. But what a lot of people don't realize is the dapping punches can actually be used with the swage blocks to form half round shapes.
Magic.
I know, right? So here we go. So when you lay it on the side like that, you can actually use that in those kind of little, here we go for YouTube. Here we go. You can use it in the grooves, get your groove on right there, and to form little half round shapes, as well as forming tubing and getting things started like that. So these guys work great for on the side. They don't always have to be used in a dapping block, just straight up and down. So there's that. Now, the one of the things that you might see out there in the world, a lot of times you'll see like a swage block that has just the die shaped ones like that kind of fit in like little logs into the half round shapes. And these are really fantastic, but there's also one that looks like a weird little hammer, because it has like a steel piece coming out of it. So it looks like this, like a short, tiny hammer, but that's actually so you can lay it in and hammer it with a hammer but you can hammer these directly and with a mallet and kind of shape them. But I love the shapes that this particular set comes with, because I can use this in the grooves, I could use this to make the squares, and I could use this in all kinds of different ways.
Oh, so look at that.
Right? So this one's really helpful.
Nice.
On things like the groove. There it is, like that. So,
yeah. Heck yeah.
Right? So there's all kinds of stuff. And if I'm doing something like trying to make a hard L, this one can be really helpful because it's got like the rectangle shapes, and this guy fits right into, okay, there we go for Instagram. So you can kind of lay this in here and get kind of an L-shaped U, or something over here, right? Where you're sort of laying it in to get that shape. So this set that I got on Amazon for less than $200, and hold there. Oh my God, there it is. And it comes
God.
I know. It comes with everything. And
that's some weight training right there.
I know, right? I'll do a couple of reps with this. But it comes with like the square sage block, the dapping punches, and a whole bunch of other stuff. So yes. So this set is fantastic for forming, because it does come with pretty much everything you need for doing your forming. It comes with the swage sphere like that. It comes with the dapping block. It comes with the long one, swage block.
Oh my gosh.
Kind of cool. But check it, it's got ovals on there as well. So
wow, that's nice, because don't think I've seen an oval one before.
Right? So
that would be handy.
So this goes with the oval.
Oh.
So what happens is, this is flat on one side, and that dips into those oval shapes like that.
And then you go tink tink. Nice. Yep.
So that makes your oval.
Nice.
Just like that. So this one's really kind of cool. This set also comes with a tiny anvil, which is really kind of handy too.
Yeah.
Ding into the Instagram. Oh, shiny. Like flashed, like
ding, ding.
Yeah, on Instagram. But let me show you this, because you guys have probably seen these before attached to deer, and it is an antler. And one of the kind of crazy things that they were finding around a lot of Celtic metal forming sites were these antlers, or different shaped like parts of antlers. And they weren't sure what they were using them for exactly. They knew that they had, antlers that they were using for, for buttons and all kinds of stuff. But they
Hi,
kept
Julie.
finding them around kept finding them around like metal forming places. And so you would have all these torques and things that would be, like big torque necklaces and things that were twisted, these wonderful anti-clastic forms. And so a friend of ours, Bill Dawson, was in the UK at one of the museums and found that, he was doing a workshop there and was visiting the museum, and they had this display with the metalworking stuff and the torques. And so he went in and was talking to them about it, and they said, yeah, we don't know what that's for, kind of thing. And he said, oh, that's for forming, because they use this to do anti-clastic forming. So instead of using something like a sinusoidal stake, which is traditional now in a jewelry studio or forming studio, they were using these the inside curves and bends of the antlers as sinusoidal stakes. So you had these waving pieces that would sort of flow along and create, sort of those kinds of shapes. So anyway, I think my dog.
There you go. That's awesome.
Hi, is Simon escaped? Simon.
Oh. Houdini dog.
Thank you. So yeah, a visit from Artemis, returning my dog who went wandering the halls in search of stacks. And he's back. So there we go. Jason, come pick up your dog. But yeah, we've got this sort of ancient tool that has been used for forming metal, and the new tools that are used for forming all the time. So but the one, Helen, the one that I wanted to share with you, that I was talking to you about, forming great circles of all sizes, because you were working on circles.
Yep.
And this is a hoop mandrel.
Yep.
And earring hoop mandrels, this is fantastic because it's like gleaming on Instagram, you guys. It's just like, shing. It is, these guys are fantastic because if you're trying to get like hoop earrings formed, or trying to do, any kind of like simple bracelet forming and stuff like that, this can be really helpful. The nice thing is that the bottom screws off.
Magic.
Check it out. So a lot of people like to use these just directly on the counter, or they'll use them rested in the V of their bench pin. So it's much longer than I thought. There we go. So this will stand just directly on the counter, and I can do forming on top of this.
Yes.
Be a unicorn, or I can rest this in the V of my bench pin. Oh, if it'll slide over here. Slide it over. I can show you. Slide. There we go. So I've got the bench pin, tilt you down a little bit so you can see, but it just sort of rests in that. So if I'm
in the fork of the bench pin. So
just in the fork of the bench pin. Yeah.
Yep.
So I've got a place right here where I can sort of, attach it and rest it and do my forming at the bench.
Yeah.
Or I can screw the again, unicorn, or screw this in, and then I can put it into a vise. So this is really helpful if I'm trying to do some forming. And at my at one of my production jobs, I'm doing a lot of like earring forming where I have to have all of the rings have to be the same size. And so what I will do, I got this one from Rio, Kenzie. Yeah, I know. I love this thing. It is brilliant. And so what I'll do, because I have to have them all be the same size, is I am measuring the wire out before I solder it together to make the ring, and then sliding it down. And just like if I was making a stacking ring, you've got marks on your ring mandrel that tell you, what size it is. I'll just take a Sharpie and mark it where I need the right size to go. I'll just take a marker and mark the line, and then all my rings will slide down to that point. So I know that I'm getting everything round and everything ready to go. And that's all I need to do to get it all set. So anyway, that is a couple of tips for forming. I'm going to be doing the forming blocks demystified this weekend. So if you are interested in doing, understanding what these guys do, how you can use them for your work, all the different shapes and sizes and all these tools and, the whys and wherefores, it can be a little confusing if you don't know. But like I said, this block alone can give you not only, different shapes and tubing and all that, but just changing the profile of your wire alone, this guy's worth it. So you never know when you're going to need rectangle wire, half round wire, or triangle wire. So
that is so awesome. Yeah, because it's like Alton Brown likes to have multi-use, kitchen tools, no single-use items.
Exactly. And this is like the most multi-use tool you can have in the studio, or one of the most, because it gives you so many options of sizes and shapes and all the things that you're, kind of working with. So anyway, even if you don't take the class with me this weekend, so I can explain all of this to you, I would recommend having one of these blocks in your studio just for that purpose. So yeah, anywho, well, Helen?
Yes.
Is that a good tip for you? Does that give you a couple of things?
It's an excellent tip for me. I did not realize that you could use that to manipulate wire. I figured it was only for forming sheet, and that is really cool. Plus all the extra little tools, the little corner thing and all that kind of stuff. That's awesome, because I can. It's like all kinds of creative ways once you start looking at things outside the box. What you think that they're for, you can always use them for different things. Just get creative.
Right, that's right. Yeah. Well, join us this weekend, and we've got other classes coming up. Oh, and
we do.
And for those of you that are, we've had a lot of people asking us questions, wanting to do things like one-on-one mentoring, or being able to do AMAs and ask questions. We are going to be starting in July, the first week of July, a open studio access monitored by me, Helen, and Julia. So throughout the month, you're going to have over 20 hours, about 20 plus hours of time that you can drop into the studio. You don't have to be registered in a class to be able to drop in, but it's like a gym membership for the studio. So you can drop in, and we'll be here for like in 2-hour, time periods, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. So you can, come in as often as you like. It's $65 for the month, but you get a discount if you're doing more. I know, right? So if you're doing you get, we were doing like trying to schedule mentoring and one-on-ones, and scheduling wise, it was crazy and it was expensive for the students. And we had people that were like, I just want to drop in I'm working on a project. I've got some questions I want to bounce off of you and kind of get some ideas about this, that, and the other. And instead of having them have to register for class, or, having to schedule one-on-one time, we just figured it was a nice way to be able to answer all the questions and be able to get people into their studios if they want somebody just to work alongside of Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. We'll be here, and you can bounce questions off of us and get some feedback. If you need critique, we're good at doing critique. Especially me, I'm good at critique.
Yes.
But Helen and I have formal art backgrounds as well as metalsmithing backgrounds, and Julia has her specialties with what she does. Helen has her specialties. I have mine. So if you want to drop in just once a week and check in with one of us, you can do that, or check in with all of us all week long. You can do that. So we just figured it was a good way to get us into the studio, and you guys can see us live and hang out, talk, drink coffee, whatever you want. And we've got it set at different times, so everybody all the way from Europe to Australia should be able to join us
around the globe.
Around the globe should be able to join us online for that. So I'm looking forward to that. We have already somebody signed up for July, and we're looking for more people to jump in and just use it kind of as their gym workout. Come see us and hang out, ask all the questions you want, and get answers to all your metalsmithing art problems. We're there for you. Yes, you could learn about the Seahawks too. Yes, that's right, Jason. Facts about Seahawks, unicorns, metalworking, and more.
And Simon the Wonder Dog.
And Simon the Wonder Dog, who's right on top of my flex shaft at the moment, wanting to help. So anyway, so that's one of our big classes that's coming up. So if you've got questions about finishing, about waxes, about chain, about whatever you're doing, that's the best way to do it. So we figured usually for one-on-one mentoring, it was $60 for like an hour, right? Previously, Helen? Yeah. So this
actually we had a 2-hour minimum. So
yeah, we had a 2-hour minimum. So it was $120 for 2 hours, and this is $65 for 20 hours. So we figured that this would be a good chance for you guys to get tips, ask questions, follow up with classes if you had, projects and things you needed some help finishing or whatever. It gives you plenty of in studio time.
And we have a bundle. We have a bundle where it's $165, which is about 15% off, so that you can get 3 months of studio access, open studio access to us. So, if you think that you'll want to do that, we have that available as well. Get a little discount.
Right. Okay. Well, Helen.
Yeah.
It's dark 30 over in London.
It is. As you can see from the window above me, it's dark.
It is late. It's 2:30 in the morning there, I think. So I'm gonna let you skedaddle off to bed and slip into your PJs.
Well, I would like to mention we also have marks and stamps, ring sizing, gold fill, kinetic rivets. Those are all coming up too. So check out the new website. We just did a redesign. Boom, it magically happened.
Helen did it. We watched.
So give us a little feedback. See if there's anything that that we need to zhuzh. Let us know. We're more than happy to accommodate. Make it easier for you to use the website. We just we figured it'd been 3 years and we needed a fresh little makeup.
There you go. All right. Well, cool. All right. So if you have any questions, email us at info@littlemetalfoxes.com.
Absolutely.
If you missed the tool tips, you can always catch it over here on Instagram or over there on YouTube. And we have over 100 tool tips that you guys can just binge at some point if you like. Some of them are more hilarious than others. We've got a lot of guest artists as well. And speaking of guest artists, we've got Jeff DeBoer, the guy who does really amazing armor for cat and mice, Canadian artist from Calgary. He's amazing.
Beautiful.
So
the work is so
he's going to be doing a chasing class
in September.
So that's going to be really fun. So,
and we have some new classes in the work too for the new year.
I'm very excited about that. Yeah.
I know.
So, okay. All right. Well, thanks everybody for stopping in and saying hi. And we will see you next week for tool tips on Tuesday. So,
okay.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.